Well, boys, this M5 is earning up to its reputation with its mileage. We got a couple drives in, and looky what we have here. We've got a brake line leaking. And it is leaking right here in that bracket. You can see the lines all white and shitty looking. But BMW from factory only runs the lines to here. So we're gonna replace this from here to the ABS unit. So the ABS unit's right there. We just took a few of the inner fender bolts out so we can pry this over. And we're gonna get into this quick and dirty and get it done. But as you can see, I only went out for a few drives and I got a low brake fluid warning light. So we're gonna get our new lines on, get some .4 brake fluid. You don't use .3 in these cars. And then we are going to show you how to do the brake bleed with the Creeder scan tool. So luckily I bought this scan tool. It saved me literally like hundreds, if not $1,000 already easily. But we'll get these old crud lines off and get new ones on, and away we go. Alright guys, so we've got the two brake lines replaced on the M5. I'm not going to bore you with showing you the step-by-step procedures with the scan tool, how to bleed it, but I'm going to explain it to you. So it calls to have a pressure bleeder hooked up to the reservoir, which I did not have that, but the scan tool does ask for it. So I think this time I may have got lucky, but either way, completely drained both the back lines. I let it gravity bleed a little bit on its own at first. Then I filled my reservoir up. Then I plugged the Creeder Elite scan tool that I just bought. I hooked that to the car. I don't know where it's laying now, but anyway. When it asks you, when you go to the brake bleed sequence, the first wheel it asks you to do is the rear passenger. So I did the rear passenger with the scan tool, and then it calls for the rear driver. Then it calls for the front ones. Well, once it called for the front ones, I just terminated the program and restarted it and did the back ones each 3 times. I still wasn't able to get all of the air out of it by doing that, so then I went with the old school way, and I got a friend of mine to pump the brakes up really hard, and then I manually cracked them at the rear, and we managed to get all the air out of the system. And then I simply plugged in with the scan tool one more time and did a brake bleed sequence for the back. So once again, the Creeder Elite saved me from taking my car somewhere. I was able to do the whole job myself. And so next up is I just put a fresh coat of paint on the rear brakes. So we're just letting that dry. The car is not being driven until at least tomorrow. So we got the brakes are painted up. Instead of yellow, they're now blue. And so we got 2 new lines. We got the brakes done. The next thing I'm doing is I'm going to find probably a nice metallic black paint, something with some flake and some gloss to it. And the wheels are going from silver to a permanent black. We peeled the plasti dip off with the pressure washer a while ago, so now we are ready to finish it up. But a couple suggestions when you do your brake bleeding: leave your inner fender unhooked at the front of the car. I basically just took the bolts out of the bottom back corner and the 2 out of this side, and I didn't touch the front side. I just took the wheel off and kind of let the inner fender hang so I could get in at the ABS unit, which is inside of that inner fender. And you guys seen it there at the start of the video, so not too bad of a job. The one back brake line is a little bit annoying to get at the fitting, but you got to do what you got to do. So we are back up and running once again. This thing's being a battle, but we're gonna keep at it.